Let's go ahead and dive into the weekly message for Taurus at this time. We'll go ahead and see what you guys got going on. How you guys been doing, man? I hope you guys are having a good New Year so far. If you guys haven't, make sure you guys hit that like, follow, subscribe button, and repost the live if you guys have not. That way you guys can be able to get yourself live readings. Today we will be live later on. After I do these two readings, we're going to go straight live today and be doing your messages, guys. Okay, so we're going to be doing live yes or no questions along with paid readings. So make sure you guys chime in on that. It looks pretty good right here, Troy. Things are actually looking pretty damn good for you. Realms of love look good. Realms of money look good. Overall spirit message looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and talk about it. First starting off with your realms of love with temperance popping up for you at this time. So you do have the temperance card popping up for you right now, saying that you need to learn how to change a negative to a positive. You know, so you could be going through some type of negative situations or have been going. I feel like this is your past position. Like you could have been going through some negative situations, and the beginning of the year might not have started off the best for you. You might be playing catch up. Okay, you definitely might have been playing catch up as you entered into this 2026. But I feel like this week for you is actually going to be very good, though. I feel like that. By going through this week's you do have a few trials here. I feel like it's more so has to do with this, your emotions and getting yourself past the way that you're feeling emotionally. So like for instance, in realms of love, you do have the temperance popping up for you, saying that you need to balance out a situation. So you could be getting some type of fighting, or you could be getting some type of disagreements or anything like that. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta change your energy. Okay, if you're focusing on negativity or focusing on low vibration or energy like that, you're just going to bring more of it into your life. So you got to really change how you're feeling right now and make the choice to choose to switch the negative to a positive. I feel like that will bring in new love for you. For some of you guys, you know, you might be single at this time and you're looking for new love. You're ready for new love, but you haven't fully let go of some type of situation. With this Five of Cups popping up for you, you haven't fully let go of a situation that needs to fully be let go of. You know what I mean? I do feel like that as you can finally release some type of whether it's like Taurus, you guys are like Scorpios, y'all love revenge. Okay, so whether it's like, you know, somebody crossed you, feel like someone crossed you, and now you want your revenge, or you keep thinking about how you're going to get this revenge or something, you know, or whether it be that you know, you've gotten bored with the situation and you're ready to move towards something new or whatnot. I feel like that you kind of got to stop looking at the negatives when it comes to some realms of love. Because if you can finally stop looking at the negatives this week and start only focusing on the positive this week, things are going to work out for you. You're going to start seeing movement, things actually moving for you, and good things happening. I do feel like that for some of you guys, there is somebody watching you. You do have the Ace of Cups. If we go across here, we got the Ace of Cups to the Star to the Ace of Pentacles, you know, so this could be somebody who's interested in you. We do have Capricorn popping up strong here. I have seen Capricorn popping up a lot for Taurus and Taurus reading, so there could be like a Capricorn who's interested in you, that's watching your page right now, that could be watching your social medias or something like that, just in the background, seeing success or seeing you doing certain things, and it's bringing attraction. This person might want to connect with you. If you're an entrepreneur, this person might connect with you first through like work. You know, like for instance, let's say you're a tarot card reader like me. The person would offer you a card reading, right? Or the person will ask to buy card readings or spell work, like how I sell, right? But you might be like in the car industry, so this person might come and say, "Hey, I want to get my windows tinted, or I want to get, you know, my brakes done," but they're coming directly to you. I see you online, you know, this type of energy. I feel like there could definitely be somebody who is watching at this time. I feel like this person is, especially for, like I said, all my single Tauruses, I feel like this person's been trying to manifest you. Like this person's been interested in you for a while, but they just haven't actually made no sort of kind of moves, even though they've been interested in you, you know. So I feel like that it's very important that you kind of release the old so that way you can move on to something better this week. Also coming up this week for you around the fifth day. So what is that, like a Friday, around Friday? I feel like that maybe you might have something that happens that's going to make you say like fuck. I feel like you're gonna have like an oh fuck moment, like dang, I wanted this to happen, I wanted this to work, and it didn't work out for me the way that I was hoping that it would. Or maybe something's going to be coming in too late. You know what I mean? Something might be coming in too late that you're trying to do or trying to make happen. I do feel like that, you just need to focus on the positives. Okay, focus on the positives. Like maybe you're wanting to afford something or buy something this week, like a car. You want to buy a car this week, but the car that you were wanting, you're not able to get at this time. But but you will be able to get this car later on, though. You'll be able to get this car next week. You'll be able to get this car at the end of the month. You're still going to be able to get what you're wanting, but it's almost like you wanted to do this Friday, and it's not going to be going through for you on Friday. Is what I'm seeing popping up for you at this time. Okay, we'll go back over this a little more and we'll do a clarification. When I look into your realms of finances, we do have the Six of Swords popping up for you at this time. So I do feel like with the Six of Swords energy, it is saying that things are about to really start moving on towards smoother energy. If we go down here, we go from the Six of Swords down to the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like that a foundation has been laid, or you've been doing the right things or whatnot, and now things are about to really start to smoothen out for you, Taurus, and get better, where things are going to start to flow. You do have this Star card popping up as well. So it could be like if you're advertising a business, or if you're collaborating with others right now, you definitely are drawing in attention. I feel like that you're standing out amongst everyone else. You are close to Aries. Aries is getting a lot of attention right now, so that could also have to do with it for those of you Taurus who are born closer to the month of Aries, or closer to the month of closer to the zodiac sign Aries. So in the month of April, like April Taurus, you guys could be finding this right here happening. I would love to see if we get the Sun card as a clarification card. We're going to see as we keep pulling. But I do feel like that there is attention that's being brought towards you at this time when it comes to your realms of business. And a lot of it has to do with your dedication, with this Devil card popping up for you right here, Capricorn and Saturn. I do feel like that your dedication, the work that you're putting in, the focus that you're having at this time is making things really work for you, because as you maintain a focus, you're going to be able to see that things will start to flow a lot better ultimately for you at this time. I do feel like when I look into your realms of finance, it is about balancing the negatives to the positive and being strong right now, because there's going to be situations straight up, okay? There's going to be situations that's going to pop up that's going to make you say, man, but it's like you have to be strong through these situations and keep pushing forward. What it reminds me of? It reminds me of like moving through mud. It's like you have this end goal you're trying to reach or achieve, but to get there you have to go through all this mud. You got to go through all this turmoil or annoying energies to actually be able to reach the goal that you're trying to reach, the place you're trying to get to. But I feel like that as you keep pushing forward, it's like you're going to be able to reach this. It also is going to really demonstrate your strength for the world. I feel like the world is going to have to really see how strong you are. I definitely feel like you have people who are either watching and they're hating on you, or people who maybe have been wishing for your downfall, or wishing that things going to work out for you, and they're going to have to see that it's like you can't be stopped. It's almost like if you maintain this focus and don't allow like the negative thoughts or the negative things to get you, but you stay in this positive energy, everything's really going to just flow for you naturally. Okay, because you do, like I said, with the star energy, it's almost like other people have gotten their sign. You also might be watching other people or seeing like, well, look at this person, they're doing this, or look at that person. Like, I feel like you're watching people, not like strangers, online, but maybe like people that you know or that you've known that are local to you, or that you have met in person, and like you're seeing different people. It reminds me of like when I was heavy doing music, right? So it would be certain artists that I would see in my field, right? There are other artists, and I would see what they were doing in their career of music, right? This is what that reminds me of. Maybe you're in the beauty industry and you're watching other people who are in the beauty industry, and you're seeing these people have some form of success, and you're wondering like, I'm doing all the right things as well, and people love my work. When am I going to be able to have this success? I feel like that this year, 2026, is going to be your year to really build you up and make everything really kind of just flow for you. And as you get into 2027, you're just going to be on top. It's like it's going to be just yours. But this year right here, you are becoming the star. You are really glowing up at this time. Okay, I do feel like that you might need to let go of smoking. Okay, you might need to let go of smoking or some type of substance that you're consuming a lot. Also, might be able to do it like bad foods or toxic foods, or if you're working on your foods or something like that at this time, you might need to work more so on like hitting the gym or something like that. I feel like you going to a gym or you doing these type of things might help you with your energy when it comes towards putting in more work, which will give you bigger results. Okay. Let's go ahead. That's what I'm seeing so far in the realms of money. We'll come back to that as well. Let's look into your overall spirit message. Now, overall spirit message, we do have the strength card popping up for you, going down to the Ace of Pentacles, down to the Three of Wands. So yeah, right now, I feel like you are really flexing your strength. Spirit is saying that you're doing a good job, Taurus. First off, clap it up for Taurus. Taurus, you're doing a great job at what you're doing right now. I feel like that there are certain things that you have that maybe are popping up in your life. Maybe it's like your emotions, or maybe certain things that you're wanting to do that you're happening to conquer at this time. There is straight up. I feel like there's certain things that you just have to conquer at this time. I feel like that as you can, like there might be, like for instance, you might have a desire to move around right now. I want to move around. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. But the universe is saying, no, you need to stay put and focus on achieving a healthy relationship, on achieving a healthy business, on achieving your goals that you have, writing your book you're supposed to write. It's like almost like the universe is saying, you got to sit down, but your insides are saying you want to make a move, you want to do this, you want to do that, and you got to tame that beast within you at this time. I feel like that as you can finally start to tame that animal, tame that your animal side, that's as you're going to start to see more finances come through for you, and your manifestations are going to flow a lot easier as well. But this is a big purpose that saying that you need to actually make this moves happen for yourself by moving in this strength energy, by going in a strength energy. I feel like that's going to be the thing that really works for you. Now, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, like I was saying. So this could definitely be a new job for those of you guys looking for a new job, new employment. This could also be a lump sum of money coming in for you for those of you guys who are entrepreneurs or in sales. It could definitely be some type of lump sum of money that's going to be coming in for you. I feel like that you're being watched currently right now. I feel like you're being watched currently right now. Like there's somebody who's been listening to you. This reminds me of like, I'm a Taurus, so some of these things remind me of my life, right? So this reminds me of like me doing my advertising for my love workings. So this would say to me like there's people watching and just kind of observing and saying, okay, I've heard them talk about it, but I don't know if I want to make my move yet. And with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, this would say that somebody is willing to give, financial increase in exchange for a love spell, for a love reading, and maybe in your situation, whatever it is that you do, somebody's willing to give you a monetary exchange for something that they love that you can do for them, or there's something that you love that's going to bring in monetary gain for you. Take it how it resonates, so I do feel like that it's about you being in this movement, because movement is how you're going to keep things flowing. We do go from the Devil down here to the Ace of Pentacles as well. So it's about your dedication. The more consistent that you can be in something, the more success that you're going to have, Taurus. It's all about your consistency and not breaking off, stopping, or quitting, and things are definitely going to flow for you. And your overall message when it comes to the Three of Wands popping up at this time, I do feel like with this Three of Wands energy, it is saying that, you know, your manifestations are coming in for you. But it's about you having vision. You know, I've heard it be said the most attractive thing in a person is their vision, not the vision that they have, like I can see 2020, but their vision towards their goals. You know, a person actually having goals that they're working to achieve. And I feel like that's the energy that you need to be in at this time. You need to keep your eyes fixed on what are your visions, what are your goals. When we go from the Five of Cups to the Devil to the Three of Wands over here, this would say, you know, you need to stop focusing on what you don't have in life, because what you don't have in life is what you don't have. So why even focus on it? You know, there's so much better place you can be placing your energy at this time. So you got to get out of looking at the negative part of things, and you need to really double down on work. Okay, double down on consistent work, going hard for what you're trying to achieve right now. This reminds me of the workaholic. You know, going hard for what you're trying to achieve right now. I feel like that you've been being consistent. Actually, you know, some of you guys might have been being consistent for a while now. Something about the 15th. I feel like the 15th is going to be very good for you. Okay, the 15th and the 5th of February, the month of May, something about this right here is popping up very heavy for you as well, Taurus. So you might want to look out for that. And the number 5, the number 5 might be a really lucky number for you right now. You might want to try and utilize the number 5 in things, as well as look for opportunities with the number 5 in it. Because that looks like something that's popping up for you as well. Okay, let's go ahead and bring into some clarification into this reading. Let me get these other cards. Now, for those of you guys who have not, make sure you guys hit that like, follow, share, subscribe button, repost, all the good stuff that you guys can do, okay? Make sure you guys do that right there. Now, if you guys have not, remember, I am the world's greatest spell practitioner. There's nobody doing workings on the level or the scale that we do them on, okay? So for those of you guys who's in a place right now where you're saying to yourself, Sirron the Shaman, I need my lover back. I so miss having someone who slept in the bed with me, or having somebody who was around me and not happening to be alone. I just want my relationship. Oop, there it is. There's the sun. I knew it was going to pop up. I just miss having my person or having this relationship be well in my life. You guys need to contact me. We've had clients who've gotten their lover back to in 1 to 7 days. On most difficult cases, real difficult cases, where you maybe have gone to multiple people and you've seen no results happen for you yet. On those cases, usually it's like 1 to 14 days we get you guys results, okay? Like I said, we do have the world's best working. So if you guys are in a place right now where you're saying to yourself, Sirron the Shaman, I want to get the best of the best. You guys want to contact me, 682-446-0265. If you're watching on YouTube, it should be going across the screen down here. All right, let's keep it going real quick. So, we got over the temperance in your realms of love. You guys have the King of Swords. So I feel like that, you know, you might need to stop being so emotional about some type of a situation. You know, I feel like you might need to be more logical in a situation. We have this temperance Sagittarius energy with the King of Swords. So I feel like it'll be better for you to be more so in a logical sense, cutting things out your life that really aren't serving you at this time. You know, if there are things, if you're like I'm wanting marriage, I'm wanting a healthy relationship, I want a happy relationship, then maybe you should cut out going to the club. You know what I mean? Maybe you should cut out talking to certain people, your exes and things like that. Just because you have the right to doesn't mean that you should do, you know? So I feel like that you need to be in this place of using logic. There are people, Taurus, who are going to want to use you straight up. You know, they see that you have success and they don't even like you, but they see you have success. So they're going to try and figure out, how can I use Taurus? What can I do to get Taurus to give me what they got? How can I make Taurus help me out? Because, you know, they got something good going on and I don't. don't. I feel like you need to use logic in your relationships at this time and cut those type of people out of your life. People have shown you who they were ever since like 2019, 2020. People have been showing you who they were, and people can show you who they are. It's only thing that you need to do now after people have shown you who they are is believe them, okay? Believe a person when they show you who they are. If they show themselves as not your friend, stop treating them like they're a friend. Now, in your realms of love, you do have the Seven of Pentacles popping up for you at this time, which I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles energy popping up, this could say that you're not really satisfied in the realms of love. You could be looking at other relationships or at other people or at other things at this time, and you could be feeling like very dissatisfied when it comes towards love. And I feel like if you're dissatisfied, leave. And no one's forcing you to be anywhere. But at the same exact time, if you're in a situation where maybe you're in love with the person, but things haven't been working out like they used to work out, things haven't been going how they used to go, whatnot, I think that you need to more so focus on the good things, because focusing on what a person is not or what a person does not do only will make the relationship start to die out faster. So I feel like that if you can change your thoughts upon this right here and start looking at what the person does do right, what a person has done and what a person is doing currently, things will be able to work out for you if that's what you want. For some of you guys, like I said, some of you guys are wanting something new, and you can go with something new. It's all fine with me. Some of you guys might be dealing with might be meeting another Taurus. You got Scorpio, you got Aquarius popping up here, you have Leo popping up here. Love is available if you look for it. Leo pops up a couple times in the reading. 1, 2, 3. Leo pops up a lot in the reading, so could definitely be a Leo. If you're looking for love, it's available. Over the Five of Cups, we have the Sun popping up here. So I do feel like that over the Five of Cups, saying, stop crying over spilled milk. As you stop focusing on what you don't have in the realms of love, and you start focusing on what you do have in the realms of love, you're gonna find that everything's gonna open up for you. Some of you guys might have a child, might have just recently had a child. Maybe you have a child's birthday coming up, or maybe you guys have recently celebrated a child's birthday. I feel like focusing on things like that, on the good things in life, on the blessings that you have in your life, that's what's going to pull in a lot more for you and a lot more joy and happiness for you at this time. So I feel like you kind of need to redirect your focus so that way you can really start to have the benefits in life. Okay, let's go ahead and move on towards your realms of money. Now, clarifying your money and finance, you do have the Ace of Wands over the Six of Swords. So yeah, moving on to calmer shores by following what you're passionate about, finding the things that you're good at, finding the things that you're really good at and that brings growth, and really doubling down on them and pushing for this. Like for me, I love business. I love my business. I love doing what I do right here, hopping on live, doing readings, advertising, marketing, getting on camera. I love all this right here. That's something that I really enjoy doing. So, following your passion, whatever it is your passion is that you enjoy doing, that actually is bringing you some type of revenue, that's bringing you some type of income, you need to double down on it, okay? Double down on it and really go hard at this time. You need to really make sure that you're focusing on building and growing something before the 30th of this month, okay? I feel like if you can really focus on your passions, you're going to see so much success come through for you. Now, over the Star card, we do have we have you showing up here, the Taurus. We have the King of Pentacles popping up. So I do feel like that for some of you guys, you could be finding new love with an Aquarius. Definitely could be finding new love with an Aquarius, because we had the Ace of Cups was on the right here on the opposite side of it. Or it could be that there could be some type of collaboration that you're doing with an Aquarius in your realms of work that's bringing you some type of success. Now, we do have the Star and the Sun. So this reminds me of like fame and fortune, straight up. So in your realms of work, some of you guys could be going viral. Some of you guys could be finding that, your pages are blowing up. More people are drawn to you. You're finding more success. Maybe even in your realms of business, your business is blowing up. You're starting to get more clientele, more money coming in for you, but your money looks fucking fantastic. Okay. I do feel like that is the key right here, especially in forms of collaboration. Some of you guys maybe might work with your partner, maybe you might work with your spouse or something like that. And I feel like that there's something good about working with your spouse or handling business with your spouse that's coming in for you, especially as we go across right here, going from the Seven of Cups to the King of Pentacles to the Two of Cups. I do feel like that this could say that if you could stop focusing on the negative aspects of a relationship that you could be in, Taurus, and start focusing on the positive and building with each other, then things can really be very profitable for you. Okay. So, let's, on one thing I do see that does look kind of bad is the Tower over the Devil. So, I do feel like that if there's some type of, if there is a negative relationship, negative partnership, negative people, or maybe even negative things that you like to do, this week is a terrible week to do it, okay? So, you might want to stop arguing this week, smoking this week, fighting this week. There could be some type of big argument or something like that causes some type of trouble if you allow it. Now, let's play devil's advocate here. At the same exact time, this could be saying that you really being dedicated and focusing is going to make everything shift. So where you could be in a place where a foundation has been the same for a long time, maybe you've been making so much money, or maybe you haven't been making so much money, that's going to shift with this Tower card popping up here. Now we do have the Tower right now. I was about to say, if the sun was after the Tower, I was going to say perfect. But we have the star popping up after the Tower. So it does make the Tower much more positive when the star comes after after a Tower moment. So this could just be a situation bringing you down to reality, but everything's still working out in your favor. But there could be something like you get sick because you drink too much or something like that. You need to something being brought to your attention. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you guys are being careful with no devil energy this week. When I look over into your overall spirit message, we have over the strength card, we do have the star. So, I feel like you taming yourself or you taming your desires or things like that is what's going to make you the star, all right? And you taming your desires is what will turn you into the star, what will bring things into your life and help things form for you. It's about you watering your life and yourself. So working on you, self-development, doing things that you can do to make yourself a better person, to make yourself stronger, wiser, smarter. It was the things that will work out for you. We do have the Ace of Pentacles popping up at this time. So I do feel like with this Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Two of Cups, is saying that there's money that's going to be flowing in for you, but it's a big part of it has to do with collaboration, collaborating with others, working with other people, having partnerships at this time. I feel like it's where you're going to be able to get some money coming in or see money really flowing for you. This could be a new job or a new partnership as well that's coming in for you that will bring you a lot more money. You working with some individual. Okay. Overall spirit message, last thing I got for you is the Queen of Wands, clarifying the Three of Wands. Very good. So I feel like it's about clarification at this time. I feel like it's about if you can just go for what you want, not be in a place of fear or doubt or dread, but Taurus, if you actually can just say, I'm going to go for what I believe in, I'm going to go for what I want, and I'm going to go hard for this because I create my own luck, your manifestations are going to come through for you. You're going to be able to have the things that you're desiring in your life. Okay, Taurus, that's what I got for you guys this week. Make sure you guys hit that like, follow, share, subscribe button if you guys have not. Remember, we're going to do our next reading right now. Then after that, we're going to be live. We're live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Kick, Twitch. Not Instagram yet. We will be live on Instagram a little later on. I'm out here in Copenhagen, Denmark, and my goddamn phone hard drive died, so I had to take it to the Apple Store, but the Apple Store is all the way in Sweden, so I had to go all the way out to Sweden. I had to go all the way out to Sweden and whatnot. Then I went to Sweden, went to the Apple Store there. For some reason, Apple doesn't think that Denmark is important enough to put a app store. And so, you know, now they had to order an American phone, so I should have that phone here on, hopefully tomorrow, we should see that on my desk, okay? Then we'll be live on all the platforms. All right. All right. Now, I want you guys to think of 5 questions. We're going to answer 5 questions for you, Taurus. Think of 5 questions. All right. We're going to give you the answer to it. Yes or no questions. These need to be yes or no questions. Tell us 5 yes or no questions for Taurus at this time. Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. So now let's go ahead and see what the first question is going to be. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. All right, now your first question, it is a yes, okay? So I definitely feel like that things are gonna be flowing for you, especially if it has to do with finances. Your finances are about to become amazing. When I look into your second question, let's find out for you, yes or no. Think about it, think about it, think about it. All right, you have a no popping up for you at this time. You do have the 4 of Cups. So if at first you don't succeed, try again. Something might not be working out for you just as of right now, but it doesn't mean that you need to give up. You need to keep trying. Just try it in a different way. Okay, third question. Think about your third question. Think about it, think about it, think about it. You got a no on the third question. This could have to do with somebody being overly guarded, not taking risk, or some type of fear popping up here as well. Let's look into your fourth question. Let's look into it. What's your fourth question? What's your fourth question? It is a yes. I feel like that this is something that you're gonna have to be very logical in. If you can just kind of move in logic, things will definitely work out for you. Last question that I have for you. Think about your last question, your fifth and last question. Think about it, think about it, think about it. You have a yes. Straight victory with this one. I like this card. You have the 4 of Wands. So this says that you're going to have some type of major victory coming through for you, and things are going to work out. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you today in your message, Taurus, for this week. Okay, so make sure you guys hit the like, follow, share button, comment down below. Really does helps me out with the algorithm. Repost the video really helps me out with the algorithm as well. Other than that, let's go ahead and talk about sales. So if you guys are in a place right now where you're saying to yourself, Sirron the Shaman, you know, I've been in a relationship for the last so-and-so years, for the last so-and-so months, and things have gotten so rocky and things have gotten terrible and we've ended up breaking up, and I want this person back into my life. I've gone to different practitioners, I've gone to different people trying to get a love spell, trying to get some type of work, and it hasn't worked for me. I'm gonna tell you why right now. So for a lot of people, they're try and go to random practitioners they find online. So like you guys might have even found me. They try and go to random practitioners, pay them a little money, and have them just make this person fall in love with you, and that's not how it works at all, okay? It's a one-on-one process of making somebody fall for another person. You know, when I work with my clients, we have a different way of doing things. We use spirit, but we as well use science, okay? We use science, the power of the mind, because magic is mental. You guys might have seen me talk about this in different videos. Magic is mental, okay? So how your brain works, how your mind works. You know, this is how we're going to affect the magical plane. The magical plane, the astral plane is within ourselves. So we have to hack this through forms of magic. So what I like to do is I use jinns. So we use powerful jinns, and we do powerful jinn workings to make a person obsess or want to marry my client. Then as well, we do one-on-one coaching with my client as well, so that way we can build them up. We got to make them better, because you can gain a person, but after you gain this person, the jinn brings them to you, you can't seem to keep them, you know, because you lost them from the get-go because something was wrong inside of here. Something's not right inside of here, you know, and you have to fix what's going on inside of you, so that way your person will come back and stay. So that's where I come in. With my obsession spell, we can make you, we can make this person come to you, and we can also do our classes to help you keep them. With my marriage spell, we can make this person propose to you, and we can do your classes to help you be able to keep this marriage and have a loyal, happy, faithful relationship moving forward, okay? Now, spells like my obsession spell are $10,000 working. If you guys skip the counseling as part of it, it's only a $5,000 working, but I wouldn't skip the counseling part of it, because like I just said, you know, that's something that really locks in and keeps the maintenance to be able to hold. Now, we do have payment plans available for you guys. Payment plans start as low as only $2,000 down for most workings, okay? So if this is something that you're interested in, I want you guys to contact me, 682-446-0265. You guys can reach me there, or you guys can always DM me, okay? Hit me up on Instagram or any other workings that you guys can find me on, okay? I love you guys so much, okay? It's your boy Sirron the Shaman at 36 God. Peace.